Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save. You came from heaven to earth to show the way from the earth to the cross. Our debt you paid, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Good morning to all of you people out here in YouTube land. How are y'all doing? Sorry about the noise. I think I explained this before, but every first Sunday of the month in Dunwoody, Georgia, they do some weird stuff with it's like a car show almost. Just any and every kind of car goes by here. Old school, new school, super old school, like antique old school. And I mean, just cars that I grew up around. My dad had many of them. I mean, he had the 69 Chevy Chevelle. He had everything. My dad had a lot of muscle cars, let's call them. And I had a few of them myself, but yeah, it's really wild out here at this moment in time. And well, let's just sit back for a moment and watch all of them. Everybody likes to come out here sporting their car. Right now there's nothing too major going by. Just a few minutes before I started this video, there were 6 Lamborghinis all in a row. They were purple, red, green, blue, and yellow. I was like, wow. But they might go through here again, but there's all types of cars out here just like that. And I don't know, we seem to be on a break right this moment, but they might be on the other side of the mall right now. It's funny because some months there's not quite as many people that show out as other months do. Like last month it was really big. Saw all kind of old school cars out here. And there again, it is kind of early. Right now it's only like 7:30. No, it's 8:08. Sorry. I didn't really even look at the time. A big group of these cars are so loud that it woke me up from where I'm staying at. It's not too far from my place, I'm right here on the corner where I always sit, but yeah, it's a pretty loud event when it's going on. There's a lot of fast cars, a lot of loud cars. Kind of makes you think of the movie Fast and Furious, because there's just a ton of cars out here. But like I said, right this moment it's not a whole lot. I may just go ahead and stop the video for right now, but there's not a whole lot going on. Of course, it's Sunday, so I'm off today, and I did sing Lord, I lift your name on high, because it is Sunday. And everything's great, I can't emphasize that any more than just that. I mean, it's super great, and I wouldn't even say that if it wasn't. I wouldn't say anything, basically, but if it is, I will tell you. But, yeah, like I said, I don't see much of anything right now out here in the street. But, I mean, that can change within, like, 5 minutes' time. That's just how fast it'll do. Look at these little cars coming up right here. You know, a lot of these guys are young guys, too, you know. And, you know, they put a lot of money into their cars. Of course, their families are wealthy. Here goes the Challenger. And there goes the Lexus. But there's a lot of car clubs that come through here, too, during this time. So you get a kind of a picture of what everything looks like, you know. If you sit here long enough, you'll see a bunch of car clubs. Of course, most of them park over there in the Barnes & Noble parking lot. Yeah, it was real loud just before I put my stuff on. There goes the Corvette over there. That's a 2022 right there. That Corvette that just went by. Yeah, it was real loud just before I got my video on, and then all of a sudden everything calmed down. But, you know, they just rolled through here in their souped up cars and stuff, you know. If you got a problem hearing me, I don't know what to tell you. I can't make it any louder than what it is now, and with these engines that roll by and that, you know, I can't promise that you'll be able to hear me real well anyway. But that's how it goes. But don't be surprised if you see some out of whack type of cars. Sorry, I got the hiccups. So anyways, it's a beautiful day. Don't let it slip away. There goes Fleming's over there, and beyond that is my place. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm grateful for just being out in the car buying scene, let's put it, because I thought it was going to take a lot longer than this. I mean, it hasn't yet been 3 years that I've been back from the Philippines, and I had a house just before that, maybe 8 months before that. So I'm real grateful to be back into this and actually doing, I don't know, 1,000,000 times better than what I was even before I left the Philippines. Like I said, from 2016 all the way down to 2019, I lost everything. You know, sometimes it's who we choose to be around that can cause us to lose a lot. Our time, our energy, our financial outlook, even just totally down our lives altogether. Just taking anything and everything they can and never giving anything back. And that's pretty much what happened. Just somebody comes into your life, and that's all they want to do is just take, and take. They don't want to contribute to your life, they just want to take from it. And they feel they're entitled, or you know, and I don't even get that, because, you know, there is no entitlement to my life. I am in charge and in control of my own life. And nobody Nobody, no person, no human being right here on this planet has any rights to my life but me, myself. God gave me those rights. I have birthrights under that. And I'm going to continue on like that. Nobody can do anything. Nobody. So, if you have any ideas over me or whatever, you might as well cancel them. Take it home. Take a chill pill and sit on the couch, because you ain't going to be able to do nothing to me. Period. Understand that. You ought to just leave it alone anyways. Like I said, all it does is cause problems back to you. It's like I'm in a mirror and it mirrors right back to you. It's going right back your way. And that's all I can say, But if you don't want to believe it, continue to do it, because that's all it's doing, is going right back to you. Right back to you. Yeah. I know some people don't really understand. Eventually they will. Yeah, we got some traffic over here. A few loud cars rolled up, so I'm wondering which ones are. I know that truck right there has to be one of them. Or it's got a loud muffler on it, so let's see how fast he takes off whenever the light does. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. It's not really as consistent right now. I'm sure once it falls into place, as it gets a little bit later, maybe 10:30, it's gonna be a little bit louder out here. But for right now, it's just calm here and there. There's a particular calmness in the air. The regular people do have to come through here also, so they're coming through here, but you'll know the cars that are loud. Those are the ones that I'm talking about, and so far I haven't seen any true old school cars. There's a couple of cars back from the 80s so far, but I haven't seen any, later than that. And I'm still looking, but I saw the 1927 Ford pickup truck last weekend. I mean, not last weekend, but last month. And they got them. They got them out here. Anything and everything they got out here. I'm looking for those Lamborghinis again, because that was cool. They all just came flying up and made this turn right here where I'm at, right in front of me. But I didn't have my video set up at that time, so I wasn't able to catch it on film. But I'm looking for a Demon also, Dodge Demon. Those things are fast. If you look on YouTube, you can find a couple of them running from the police. They got like high speed chases, and this white one really took off away from the cops. The guy got so far ahead of the cops that he ran out of the car and they couldn't find him. They were looking in this field for a long time, and then finally they found him. But it took them about 45 minutes to find this guy out in the field, because he had so much length that he was ahead of these cops. They call that a Hellcat. But yeah, it was something else. But right now, it just looks like every now and again, fast cars are coming through here. Over there to the front of the mall now, it's probably a little bit different because I do believe they go over there and park sometimes. Then they come around to this side whenever. But I just thought I'd give you all something to look at, Yeah, well, that seems to be the show for right now. I'm just waiting around. Maybe a little bit later they'll have some more cars out here. It is Sunday morning, and some people are lazy to get up on a Sunday, because they don't have to work or whatever. And there's others that do like to get out here a little bit early. It's still not even 8:30 yet, so we're just chilling, sitting back, relaxing. But here, no, it's just a Mustang. I mean, it could be something, but it's just a Mustang. Last month, a group of girls, they were in a car group, and there were a lot of beautiful ones, and they were driving these. What were they driving around? Can't remember the kind of car they had. It was some kind of GT, but I can't remember. Anyways, they were driving around, and they came right up by me. I wanted to run out there and give them all a hug and a kiss, but I couldn't do it. They probably would have ran me over or something. But, yeah. Okay, so now we got some BMWs coming up on us. And followed by a Mach 1. There goes my style right there. A Hummer. But yeah, everything is great. My nose is itching. This pollen is starting to get live. I can feel it already. Loudness and loudness, but they do this the first Sunday of every month, and it's open to anybody that has what they consider being a fast car, loud car, whatever, old school car, young school car, whatever, and they all come out here and they show their little assets and stuff, what they own and what their car can do and this and that. And the cops pretty much leave them alone. I've noticed that, they pretty much leave the people alone to do what they want to do during that time. It's kind of like the purge, huh? No, but they won't let you commit a crime like that, but it's kind of a similar idea, let's just say that, because, they just, they let them roll around in this circle, complete circle, and they just let them roll around in their cars and do whatever they want to do. Okay, so back during my my younger days, when I was 16 and 17, I worked at this this garage, town garage. And Buzzy was the head mechanic, and he was like my best friend, you know. He was like 21 years older than me. But he showed me how to basically do everything when it came to a car. I mean, we overhauled engines. I mean, we did transmissions and you name it. We did brakes and all of it. And so I learned how to do that kind of stuff from Buzzy. And then Ted was the paint and body guy. And he showed me how to do a lot of that also. So I do know how to do a lot of those things, which is kind of why I became a taxi cab driver, because, you know, something went wrong with my car. I knew how to fix it pretty much, and, you know, that is kind of helpful in a lot of manners. But Ted and Buzzy both drove enduro car races. Enduro car races are strictly stock. You can't fix them up, you can't do anything. They have to be the same that they came off the assembly line. And you could have any car you wanted. I mean, I've seen from I don't know, a Pacer. Let's just say from a Pacer all the way up to like an original Dodge Charger, not one of these new things. Although they would let you drive an original Dodge Charger, but you have to be willing to wreck that car, because you don't know what might happen in a race. It just happens that way. So hey, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. But in any case, we used to travel around even different states, you know, Alabama, Tennessee, definitely Georgia. I was in Florida at that time, but a lot of places in Florida too, and Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Most of the deep South, let's just say that. But it was a nice time, and I got to drive myself, you know. I did a couple of times. I drove Powder Puff too, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. Most of the women drive that, but there are a lot of younger people that do that. And, you know, at that time I wasn't old enough to drive as an adult, so you know, I had to go with the Powder Puff. But you know, it's good experience. So whenever I turned 18, I went in the Army, and I didn't get a chance to do the adult thing at that time, so it never happened. Anyways, it doesn't look like a whole lot of cars are out here right now, so I'll let you all go. Maybe later I'll show something, but in the meantime, I love you, love yourself, love God, and by all means, love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.